Who did this? Joe Burrow?
Probably a Chinese guy farting into a condom and they fill your water with it. I don't know how it works, but I guarantee you a Uyghur is involved. Speaking of taking it up the ass permanently, disgraced morning DJ arrested during sentencing hearing for non-consensual dissemination of sexual images.
Oh, fake crime.
Fake crime. I agree, fake crime, but that fucking title alone is insane. I love they call him disgraced morning DJ. Now, this, by the way, just to be clear, this is the only article I'm aware of reporting on the news. Hi, I'm the news. And it's by TV's Will Heron. So anyway, disgraced morning DJ, arrested during sentencing hearing for non-consensual dissemination of sexual images. By the way, totally consensual semination of sex, but the images are the problem. And then nobody can stop talking about this. You know, I put out on Monday, I announced the Aaron Imholte mugshot t-shirt on the website.
F yeah.
Podawful.shop. That was the old mugshot. They put out this new mugshot. Now I'm like, what the fuck do I do? And everybody's talking about this. It's red. This man has entered full-on red mode. Okay? And so in honor, we do have to enter red mode. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Imholte is now red mode. I don't know what it means, but it's not good. Here's what I do know. It's not good. So Aaron, he had court. He knew he had court. And I don't even know what it's about. Some like further sentencing thing. He kept saying, we're just wrapping it all up. I'm going to go in there and shake the judge's hand. By the way, I'm not kidding. He says this. He claims that everybody who works at the jail and everybody who works at the courthouse, they're fans of the toe. They're like, yeah, they watch the toe. Yeah, they're steel toe guys, he says, which is not possible. And
bullshit.
Even steel toe guys aren't steel toe guys. You know, like it just doesn't happen. So anyway, people are talking about red mode and everybody's concerned what's going on with red mode. I hear Aaron, he's talking about, he went to jail. He goes to the court thing. And then while he's there, they're like, you know what, just for good measure, let's arrest you again. Let's just book you and put you in jail for a few minutes. And so they did, like literally like 12 minutes he's in jail. He gives them $5,000. He goes, thank you guys for being such fans. Hey, donate that back to me. Let's hit that goal. The court hit their goal of $5,000 in bail. And then Toe was back out. So this is a big problem for me because I've been loving that you can just pay $50 to get away with dumb bitch crimes. And now it turns out it's $5,050, which is not, it's a lot less worth it at this point. So I'm going to have to make some apologies to several women out there who I've wronged. I'm so sorry. And please, let's not hit any goals tonight, okay? When it comes to any of that kind of stuff, please. I watched Aaron skate. There's an entire cabal at work of just trying to make sure Aaron Imholte suffers for being the worst podcaster.
Yeah.
Now, and I know how that comes off me saying that, like everything we've ever done to make Mersh feel bad and stuff, but we're not sending him to jail, you know? Patrick Melton, and I thought this was great, he flew out to Minnesota to watch Aaron suffer, and he went to Aaron's bar, Stoney's, the only local podcast, Stoney's Bar and Grill. And so Melton was there, Ricada was there, I get presumably Kayla is there, I don't know. And it is funny too, because like this whole thing happens because Aaron is not allowed to mention Kayla, which, again, you tell me I'm not allowed to say a thing, you're wrong. Okay, there's no man on earth who's allowed to say I can't say something. That's crazy. I'm sorry, it's right there in the one paper we care about. Aaron goes to jail. He goes to jail because, you know, again, like, the guy's got a show. It's his job. Like it or not. He takes super chats. they send in super chats, they all mention Kayla. So what's the guy to do? But it's very funny. I like it is this thing. It's the whole reason Aaron wouldn't show up on Podawful. He has been attempting to, if they had called me in as a witness instead of Aaron's mommy, which is what they literally did. Aaron's mom wrote a note to the principal to say, actually, he's good. If you'd had me in there, I'd have been like, I think he's tried everything to not talk about Kayla, because I've been trying to get him on the show for like a year and he refuses out of absolute fear. So all these like crazy tactics have been used to put him in jail, and now he's gone full red mode. Why does he have the smug look on his face here? It's not because he thinks, it's another win for the toe. But he's never going to admit it. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we have our first official L for the toe. He did have to come. He did have to come on air today and be like, guys, I'm never talking about it again. And everybody starts checking their watch, counting down. But I think what happens here is, he knows the second this photo is, if he doesn't say cheese, like this is going to the internet. And I guarantee you, Aaron's sitting there saying cheese during this as well. The guy is like, okay, stand there, head up straight, looks directly in the camera. Aaron goes, cheese! And then he looks over here to that guy. There's no one there. But he's like, and he looks back at the camera and he goes, you're a fan, right? Check this out.
Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Here's the deal. Thank you, all of you who sent the well wishes and the kind messages. There were a bunch of them. I appreciate it. You're very, very kind. If you want to talk about anything yesterday related or anything related to anything going forward, here's what I will tell you.
Black mode.
There are shitloads of people who are going to talk about it. Shitloads of people who are going to talk about it. Endlessly. Like it's all they have in the world. All right? I will not. I will thank everyone who sent me very kind messages. Thank you to Cheetos, who's an absolute G, I think superstar of the day. I have a big Weird Al concert I'm going to with my daughter on Saturday. I'm very excited. You want to watch some meme copium? Meme will talk about it. As far as I go, I told you yesterday, I'm burying my past yesterday, and I have. I've buried my past as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, and everybody out there is with the shovels digging it back up as we speak. I told you, Aaron, you need to make your set the dirt where you bury yourself. I literally said this a couple weeks ago. You need to get yourself a fresh plot, and you need to kerplop inside of it. Bury the dirt over your head. Live with the earthworms.
If you came here to harass me about any of it, you're totally free to do that wherever you.
Now people are going to be sending in super chats that are like an acrostic that spell out Kayla. They're going to fool him into putting it on screen.
Want my guys, just go ahead and get rid of them. We roll with the people who support us. We roll with the people who love the toe. And for me, I got a show to do.
Okay, but no, you don't. Because if you don't talk about this, bye-bye. Bye-bye all of the views. Bye-bye everybody. People only want to hear about this. Now, he did talk about it a little. He talked about going to jail. But again, his story of going to jail is like how fun it was and good for him. It was. And then it became him feeling bad for the prisoners. Hey, you know what? Actually, it turns out this justice system just isn't really that good for the prisoners. It turns out. Now, I figured that out when I went to jail. I had to sleep on a cheese sandwich, okay, as a pillow. But Aaron's just now getting it. He only spent 15 minutes inside the jail, and he's now a prison reformist. I think I know why. In that 10 to 12 minutes, something horrific happened. Check this out.
Like, just get right on there. I got laid yesterday.
Okay.